Another one of these, because I bet we go through these pretty quick.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we're
Probably.
also getting some shots coming. Some shots are coming, motherfucker.
Ugh. You know, when you did that, I just thought of that Diet Dr. Pepper commercial when that little black guy comes out of the bushes and goes, "Shots are coming."
He looks like a little prince, right? Little
Exactly. Or the artist formerly known
Prince? Hey,
as
I
Prince.
just want to tell you guys, I love you, and I'm having a blast doing this.
Definitely. All day, brother.
Oh, anybody else hear
This
that?
goes out there, too.
Oh, sweet.
I fucking love talking sports with you guys.
Sports and shit talk all in one.
Comedic section that has nothing to do with sports.
Come on, Bob, you're the host.
Right? Say,
You do what you want, Bob.
look like I'm fidgeting and go, Bob, why are you fidgeting there? And I'm going to mention leg day. Because I did legs yesterday.
Yeah, what is this? Is grumpy old men over here?
We're trying to squeeze
Funny old men.
And that'll give me a little segment. It'll be like, my grandmother always said the only good thing about
Oh
legs
man,
is
what's
being
up, dude? Great movie, man.
Fuck yeah, Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon. Are you kidding me?
I just want
What?
to put a fish in somebody's trunk or something like
Have
that.
you met
Just mess with
Randy?
somebody.
He
Right,
makes
that's
me
the
watch
best.
movies like that.
Actually, you don't even have to put the fish. Just the sardine lid underneath the seat will do the trick.
You want it like this? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we want. There we go.
Should I go low?
Yes.
Is
Yes.
this hot?
That is it.
This is what you wanted? Okay.
We need the female viewership. Yes.
I thought you said unbutton. I didn't-
Deuce Bigelow. Deuce Bigelow. Skin to win, baby.
Hey,
Skin to win.
Hey, why is Hayden crying?
Whenever.
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Damn it.
Hey, is this all right, Hannah? Is this good? Is this good?
Are we getting another thing before we do this?
We can just do it.
This is okay?
We'll order it anyway, because like I always do, like, hey, I'm out.
All right, let's do it, boys. Hey, punch in. We're going to work.
Superpowers activate.
Superpowers act.
Pour him out of a bucket of ice.
Hi, Bob.
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome
What's up,
to
Bob?
what
Hi, Bob.
I did. I already lost
I
that
think
piece
we're
of
on
paper.
episode 9.
Bob goes, I already lost
Hey,
we go.
and fastest to go off the rails as host, Bob.
Right, exactly. All right, welcome to episode 9 of Beer, Sports, and Shenanigans.
Hi.
I'm Bob, as my shirt clearly says, and I'm always right.
It does clearly say it.
It
To
does
my
say
left,
that.
to my left, I have Tony.
What up?
The
Rock
one and
Chalk
only.
Jayhawk, motherfuckers.
They're still in it, by the way. After that, we have Cyrus
Hi. Present and accounted for. Go Blue.
and Hank bringing up the rear.
Yeah, I'm the guy that not only screwed up my bracket picks, but I also screwed up the printout, and you can't even see the bottom end of the bracket.
I wanted to tell you, but you were so flustered earlier. I just said
I wasn't
fuck it.
flustered. I was just, I was just transitioning from beer to whiskey. Thank you very much.
Happens.
Oh, I did that all day yesterday. You were there. Awesome.
Story.
Good. So today's show, there's a bunch of stuff going on. We're going to start with.
Wait. We got sponsors, which we make up at any given time.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
And we also have the disclaimer, though. Can't forget about that. Because people might be offended by words like shit, fuck, titty ass.
Yes, that's true. That's
I love
sorry.
a titty
I'm
ass.
sorry.
Sorry,
This
Mom.
is an
Titty ass.
adult. This is an adult show, so anybody that might be offended
not
by
an adult
curse
show.
words, sexual
We're not adults.
innuendos, maybe want to change the channel or at least put it on mute.
Adults or irresponsible adults that like their children to watch
Right.
things like
and,
this.
And
It's
of course,
okay.
high school kids because they don't give a damn.
Right.
Right.
Right?
And we don't give a damn about them.
They're
either.
eating Tide Pods anyway, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter.
This week's episode sponsored by Tide Pods and also the
by
new
Tide
healthcare
Pods.
plan that includes Tide Pods.
Bath salts and
Bath salts and Tide Pods.
Crack
what's the
cocaine.
other one?
Yeah.
Hey, also by the lovely
deodorant
establishment
challenge
that
or
hosts
whatever
us,
that is.
the Exchange.
Right.
Thank you
And
for
the exchange
continuing
is
to let us
always the
party
exchange
here.
for
Yeah.
letting us use their back room.
I thought you were going to say bathroom.
And the bathroom.
And the
Back room.
You can
back,
use the bathroom
back.
too. if you
Yeah.
need to. Anyway.
Poor bathroom.
Baby's
Poor
got
bathroom.
back.
All right, Bob, what do we got today, buddy?
What's on tap?
Oh, all kinds of fun things are happening out there in the world, but we're going to talk about basketball later today.
Yeah.
But we're going to open with NHL.
Yeah,
Cyrus, what's going on with the playoff picture?
Okay, boys, let me tell you all about it. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Tampa Bay is really good. And
still winning.
They're still winning.
Tampa
and
Bay's
I
still
think they
winning?
were. I think they were about 10 points ahead of everybody the first episode we did, and we talked about it. Well, now they're 120 points. They're sitting at 120 points. They're 22 points ahead of the next leading team. That, for you ladies and gentlemen at home, means they've won 11 more games than the next team below them.
Yeah,
That's
is
nuts.
up from last
Out
week,
of
by
an
the way.
82-game season, that is crazy.
Can
So there's 7 games left in the season. Who knows how well they'll end up, but guaranteed they've already won the President's Trophy. And first round matchup, they're likely going to have Montreal. Should be a doozy. Second, another good interesting matchup was if this playoff started today would be Boston and Toronto. Boston, I love them in that team. I know Xavier's a big Boston slappy over here. This guy doesn't even know who the captain of his fucking team is. So,
Oh yeah. Hang on a second. Oh yeah. We have to talk about this.
Yeah.
Would you mind? Real quick?
No, yeah. Let's.
All right.
I mean,
so
he
guy's
lost
pretty
me
tall.
$60. So yeah, let's talk about
just
it.
for fun of it. Cyrus brings up the tallest player in the league is
Zdeno Chara.
is the
7 foot on skates.
he's been the captain of Boston for like what'd you say 12
It's
years?
yeah, like for like at least 10 years he's been the captain.
So I
more than a
made Cyrus a
decade.
bet $50 that Xavier didn't know who he was.
He's 3 inches taller than every other player in the NHL. I mean,
And then right after that, while Xavier was struggling to figure it out, I said, "Yo, Cyrus, how about this?" Because I figured Xavier was going to know why we asked him. So I said, "How about this? Let's ask him another $10. What team does he play for?"
no clue. No clue. I doubled down
no.
on my Xavier faith, and he let me down.
It was a fifth down.
And what
It
did
was a
he
fifth
give
down.
me for $60 bet that I bet on him? He gave me a shot of Fireball.
Oh,
This is complete and utter horseshit.
No.
Ask me who the player.
No, it's not.
Who the tallest player was
In-
in the NHL.
Yeah,
right.
that was the way we bet it.
Yeah, the captain
Who's the
of
tallest
the team.
player in the NFL?
We're not asking that question.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just
But I
telling you.
guarantee if he played for Detroit and he was Detroit's captain for 12 years, I would tell you on a
my
heartbeat
God.
who it was.
Hey, Cyrus, eat a dick, bro. I bought you a shot,
What do you mean,
man.
eat a dick? I bet on you because I believed in you, Xavier.
Dude, I bought you a shot.
I hitched my wagon to your
This feels
chariot
better
and you
than
let me
almost
down.
anything.
This is bullshit. This is.
I don't know, but that was a good
Bullshit.
bet. It was funny to
All
watch.
right, moving
right,
right
I'm
along.
Am I gonna read Robert Kraft's apology?
You can tell that I'm
No, we're bringing you back to that one. That's for sure.
I can
Wait.
tell you right now that I am an ice guy and a big hockey fan in the middle of South Texas, so it's hard to get anyone even to buy into my hockey thing. But Xavier is such a Boston slappy that I believed in him.
I was gonna flick
He
that.
let me down.
There's a goal differential.
Yeah. Oh, so Tampa is also 100 point. Their goal differential is plus 100. Next closest team is Calgary at plus 56. That is insane.
Incredible.
Wow.
That's absolutely incredible.
50
I mean,
goals.
can you imagine if there was ever a differential, like a score differential in the, like say the NFL,
goals.
that was like
Hey,
that?
speaking of differentials, I just want to point out that I got my head shaved, folks.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
right.
all nice and clean now. Yeah, back to normal.
A little spiky.
Congratulations, Tony. The score differential. Well, never mind. You have a wonderful and beautiful girlfriend, that's for sure. But I'm sure that they're just chasing after you these days. With that.
Yeah. He's beating him off with a
Beating
stick.
him off.
Well, he's beating him off, that's for sure. So, Robert Kraft joke.
Bam.
First one of the show.
We'll retouch Robert Kraft.
But not only that, but look at Bob. He's clean shaven. He's looking money making right now.
Bob,
Oh,
you
that's
look about-
true. I have to. I got tired of shaving around it. It's also springtime, 76 degrees here in sunny Corpus Christi.
Sunny Corpus Christi.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but this side of the table is loaded down with the older gentlemen.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not
I'm
the grumpy
17.
old men. They're like the funny old men, I guess. I don't know.
Thanks, Howard.
Funny looking old men? I don't know.
Thanks.
Anyway.
So wait, we're supposed to talk about sports at a certain point,
so
right?
back to hockey.
We're just a
Back
little
to
more
hockey.
experienced.
Winnipeg and Dallas is good first round matchup to watch. San Jose and Vegas. I love all these. If this is how it pans out, which it should be, there's about 7-8 games left in the NHL. Pretty similar to I think what's left in the NBA, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Couple things I want to point out with player stats. Alexander Ovechkin, obviously, he's passed Sergei Fedorov as best Russian player of all time. He's on the verge of another 50-goal season. He's 33 years old. This guy is going to break Wayne Gretzky's goal record. You heard it here first. I'm saying it.
Wow.
Nikita Kucherov, 120 points. Same amount of points as his whole team has. This guy is killing it. The last person to score over 120 points, I think, was like 2005. So this guy, he's dominating. There's still 7 games left. And Zdeno Chara, the guy we had the bet about, this is where it all came about, 42 years old, just signed a 1-year extension, 7-foot motherfucker still playing in hockey at 42 years old, playing another year for Boston. You're welcome, Xavier. 6'9", 7 foot on skates.
On skates.
Yeah, bish. And that's all I got for hockey. What's next, boys?
We doing NBA yet?
A little NBA
Oh yes,
action, I
Hank,
think so.
please,
All right,
please.
so-
How's the
So I'm
playoff picture?
I know that we're trying to transition to NCAA here as quick as we can, and that's when I'm going to start crying about how I put way too much on Wofford, whatever they're called. I want to do my thing because
They put up a fight.
yeah, they did. But anyway, so as far as the NBA is concerned, I basically picked two teams. I've been trying to follow them as closely as I can. One on each side. We got the Lakers, and in the West we got the Spurs in the East. And I tell you what, man.
Spurs are still in the West last time I checked.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
That's
I'm
okay.
sorry. Yeah, but you know what I'm sorry. No. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I knew where you were going with
My-
that.
my-
It's all right. It's all right.
My fucking point
Geographically.
is that you got to give a little bit of love to the biggest news, in my opinion, in basketball, which you made sure to remind me to cover, which is James Harden's 61-point bomb
Man.
On San
James
Antonio.
Harden,
Could
another
not
MVP
cover
season.
And he put in two 50-point games back to back, and honestly, I mean, San Antonio was up by almost 20 points. I think so. I mean, they're up quite a bit.
He's also killing it in the State Farm commercials.
Yeah.
He is. Oh, have you
Yeah.
seen the one with the
That guy's
explosion?
beard is amazing.
And the shadow. With
The shadow
Oh,
explosion
that's
His
hilarious.
beard is
is
amazing.
the best one.
Do you guys remember? He came out of Arizona State, right? Do you remember?
Oh, damn it! I didn't look
I
that
think he
up.
was a Sun Devil. I'm not positive, but anyway, he came out. He's just a goofy-looking, bald-faced kid with goofy teeth. And now he's just grown that beard and it's become he was a sixth man in Oklahoma City, right?
Yep.
And then look what Oklahoma City had and who went
Wow.
where and
Now
what's
they got
happening.
the
really?
leading technical guy getter in the league, and he's just frustrated and pissed off. Westbrook, he's a punk ass bitch, man.
Oh.
Oklahoma City's just done. They're
Whoa.
done. No Durant.
So-
no
so-
Harden.
so-
Westbrook has been
so-
a bitch
so- so-
lately. He
well,
has been complaining about a lot of stupid shit.
Well, here you go though. Here's
He
my
wanted
transition.
he wanted to hold the reins on that team.
Yeah.
He wanted
That's
the reins.
true.
Right.
He
That's
didn't want
true.
Durant. He didn't want
got
Harden.
him.
Yeah, but he wishes that he's
And he
Durant
sucks.
now.
Yeah.
But
No.
so anyway, so here we go. So right now, San Antonio is falling back into the 8th seed. But we're looking at about as close as it gets. And if you look at strength of schedule, San Antonio's got one of the easier schedules in the league right now. And I think San Antonio has every possibility to jump up to say the 5th seed to replace the Thunder and play Portland.
How many games left?
What about? Well, it's about 3
7,
weeks.
8?
3 weeks. So yeah. So I mean, it's anyway. So the other team that I was talking about, I know I'm retarded. It is West. I'm sorry, but anyway, it's LA. They don't go any further west than that, right?
Yeah.
So but anyway, so I'd like to commemorate this
Maybe
day.
Portland.
Well, not this day, but yesterday. Which day was it? Yesterday that LA officially got knocked out of the playoffs.
Officially knocked out.
So here's the Los Angeles,
Here's
and
to you, LeBron.
and here's the
LA.
LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, dear Jay Cano, I love you, Jay, over at Harris's Landing. Here's to Jay. Your boy is finally not on the dance floor for the first time since I've known you, and I cannot tell you how good that makes me feel.
It's not the first time in his career, though.
No, I think it's his second
No,
time.
but it's first time in like 6 years or
Yeah,
something
it's been
straight.
a while.
Yeah.
When
and
he first got in,
like,
Cleveland was really
the
bad when he
Lakers have
first
now
got in.
missed it 6 games straight.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
So
Lakers are 6 straight.
6 years straight. So let me ask you this. A, do you believe in the basketball gods? And B, do you think that if they do exist, do you think this is because all the fucking love they had for so long in L.A.?
I mean, look at Boston too. They're not doing much without.
They're not doing much. They're not doing much, but they're still in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to fire the coach. I
And
mean,
what they did to Isaiah, man, that was kind of crazy.
You gotta fire the coach.
Isaiah Thomas was having a crazy
Yeah.
season. He was like, that I don't know, was that 3 seasons ago when he was just
It was-
lighting it up, and then he had his sister died, I think, and then they shit canned him, and then they brought in Kyrie, and I mean, I don't know, that whole debacle
Those
was
two
kinda,
dynasties both are just
Yeah.
they've fallen off as of late. I mean, you could throw in the Pistons as well, but they've been
Oh,
shit for so
man.
long. I mean, it doesn't even matter anymore about.
Hey,
them.
they're gonna make the playoffs. It looks like this year,
Yeah,
boys.
So-
with a losing record, right?
So here's the thing. In the West, you pretty much got. I mean, the playoffs are pretty well locked in. I mean, you're just not going to see. You're not going to see the Kings or the Timberwolves or something come back like that. It's just not going to happen. So
I want to put it right here, out here. I know everyone's a Buck slappy, blah blah blah.
I don't know about everybody.
Or even a Sixer slappy. People hitch their wagons on a couple different things, but man, I love Toronto. And I know you hate Toronto because of Kyrie, or not really hate, but you don't want to see him win.
the
Am I right?
Raptors-
Quiet. Yeah. No, for sure.
Are we talking
it's-
Raptors?
It's not.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not that I hate Toronto.
God
It's that
dang-
I'm
yeah,
pissed off about the way it
You
went
can't like
down.
Toronto. Come on. We're building a wall to keep those foreigners out of here.
What,
God dang-
Drake's
That's
a Toronto guy.
Toronto. That's Canada.
Oh, which I thought the wall was between us and them.
Oh, not on both sides. Not
You know what?
Not the top
We're
and
not.
bottom.
Well, I want
Just
my
the
50
bottom.
bucks back.
It's capital them. It's all them that ain't us.
Yeah.
If they ain't us, it's them.
But one more
Keep
thing
them out of
I
our
wanna
Build
state.
a
I
wall.
don't care where they're
One more
from.
thing
Keep
I
them out
want
of
to
our
bring up.
state.
Paul
As long as
George.
they don't find a boat and drive around the wall.
Paul George, great sneakers, great MVP year he's having. Paul George is my vote for MVP. I don't know if you
Over
guys been
Harden?
watching him.
Over James Harden.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow, I don't
I love
think
Paul
so.
George.
Is it too early to hooty who?
Hey, and also,
Never too early
no
for a
one
hootie
is going to
hoo.
mention this, but Blake Griffin is having an MVP type season too.
He's also like
Is
the
he
third
really?
leading technical foul getter in the
I love
league.
Blake Griffin
So all right. So do you think?
only because he plays for Detroit now. I liked him when he was with the Clippers too, though.
I hated him at the Clippers, so if he's playing for Detroit, maybe
So-
I'll go for him.
yeah.
What is the first round matchup projected right now? It's got Detroit
This-
and
that's
Philly.
what I'm saying. I mean,
Detroit and Philly.
Look at the playoffs. Jay, is there any way to zoom in on this guy? There's probably not, but I'm just right there. All right, thanks. Yeah, there you go. So I don't know if anybody can see that, but right now the NBA playoff schedule looks ridiculously stupid. So I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of bubble teams that are going to be figured, well, not bubble teams, but a lot of rearranging going to happen. Just about everybody on the second half of fifth seed through eighth seed on both sides, everybody's within a game or two. There's only in the East you got one team. I forgot to look a second ago. But you got one team that's on the bubble, one game behind. But other than that, you've already got your playoff team set.
Yeah.
You're not going to have any more changing, even though you got 3 weeks left of the season. Nothing else is going to change. So my question to you is, which team, fifth seed through eighth seed? I'll read them out to you in just a second. In each side, do you think has the best chance to win it all? So in the
Fifth through eighth.
yeah. You got the in the West. You got the Thunder. Let's see, Thunder, Clippers, Jazz, and San Antonio Spurs. What's up? And then on the in the East, you got Boston, Detroit, Brooklyn, and Miami. Out of those teams, if you had to pick one team to be able to go all
both
the way and win
sides?
it all, either one. I mean, go whatever you want to go. I'm just curious to see if there's anybody worth looking at that's looking at at 35 to 42 wins right now. It's
right.
even worth paying attention to.
Yeah, I'm going Utah and I'm going Boston.
I would say the Jazz and maybe the Celtics, but I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think any of the others.
There you go. There's, so Utah and Boston. What do you think, Bob?
I'm trying to pull it up. This goddamn thing.
No, that's cool. It's I just named 8 teams. It's
Yeah, you could just listen to what he said.
But I mean,
I was, I can only do. I
and
can't chew gum and walk.
I want
I'm
to
sorry.
apologize for being the youngest member on the panel. Hank seems to be the most technically difficulted right now.
I'm doing great over here, by the way.
I just fucking with you. Hank.
I will have you know. I don't know what I'll have you know. I'll figure something out for you guys to know.
Hank
But
and-
anyway,
Hank and Bob.
so I think that unfortunately we're looking at yet another year where really all the competition in the ABA is going to be the top 2 or 3 seeds each.
Top loaded.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
Real quick.
I know we're done with NBA. We're done.
Who's no? We'll finish it off like this. Who's
Okay.
winning the championship? NBA. Go.
I have
Fuck
no
you.
idea. I have no idea. I watch college basketball.
All
Sorry.
right.
I don't want to answer the question.
I like Philadelphia.
Toronto.
Spurs.
No.
San Antonio Spurs.
No.
Yeah.
And we're all wrong. It's Milwaukee.
I've got to admit, I'm a San Antonio Spurs fan, but I agree that's not going to happen. But anyway,
I guess before or no, sorry,
we
go
get
back,
Hayden up here
get
for
back
a
to the
cry
host.
tape?
I was gonna jump over to some random stuff before we jump into.
let's totally do some random stuff because I got a
I
random
I
thing
want to
too.
finish all the way out. I want to
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to March
before
Madness
we-
for the last.
Exactly. Go
the
for it.
home
Go for it.
stretch.
Go for it. What do you got?
So I want to talk real quick. I was gonna bring up Robert Kraft, but I don't see our resident Boston Slappy in here.
He's
so-
out there. He's out
outside
there.
smoking a cigarette.
He'll come running back real quick.
So I will instead talk about Justin Verlander.
Hey, will
Houston
the
Astros.
mic reach to the window?
Yeah, the Houston Astros signed or traded for Justin Verlander a couple of years ago from the Detroit Tigers. He was our ace for 10 years, 12 years, whatever it was. One of the best pitchers in baseball since he's been in the league. Also married to
Yes.
Kate Upton. Is it?
Yeah,
Kate
Kate
Upton.
Upton.
Yeah.
That
She's
so
pretty cool too.
disappointed me.
So Houston trades for him. You guys don't win a championship without Justin Verlander. He
No,
carried
you don't.
Houston to
He's
the
good.
to the
He's good.
championship.
Yes.
So 36 years old, the right-hander. He won 16 games last year. Houston just re-signed him for $66 million.
As they should have.
I saw that. Yes.
$66 million for a 36-year-old right-hander who won 16 games last year. God bless you, Justin
For a two-
Verlander.
for a two-year
You deserve
contract.
it.
Not
You
one,
deserve
two,
it.
but yeah.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah, sorry, 2 years.
Yeah, you want
So-
to cut contracts? How about Bryce Harper?
I was going to say 400.
12-year,
Oh,
430
yeah.
No, that was Mike Trout.
Sorry,
Mike
Trout.
Trout.
Mike Trout,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right, you're
Well,
right,
he
yeah,
got
yeah.
a little jealous. He saw Bryce Harper's contract. He was like, "Hey, LA, you gonna pay me or what?" I thought I was the best player in baseball.
All right, so $500 million. Do you think we see half
Oh.
a billion before 2025?
Yes, absolutely.
Before 2025, do you think we see a half a
The
billion
next
dollar
coming,
contract?
I bet it's going to be Aaron Judge or someone like that. It's going to
Yeah,
be the
it
next
will.
coming.
Wow.
It's going to be someone that gets paid in New York. I
It
guarantee
will
it.
be the Giganto from the Yankees.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Good
yep.
Lord.
Aaron Judge, I think we can see a $500 million contract.
Right,
Yeah.
it'll be there. Anyway, I just wanted to give shout out to Justin Verlander because he was my favorite player with the Tigers. And he's played 11 seasons with more than 200 innings in each season. That's crazy for a hard-throwing right-hander like Justin Verlander. Good job, buddy.
Nolan Ryan.
Yes, good job, though, signing it.
Yeah, that's a good job. And so I guess since we don't have our resident Boston Slappy here, we'll talk about the Robert Kraft apology.
We also don't have any shots. Where's that? Can we get a? What do you think? Can we get a little hooty hoo call, or what do y'all think?
I think we did, but nobody heard us.
Hooty who? Hooty who? Hooty who?
Hooty who? Yeah. The thing is, the cops aren't coming.
Oh, here they are.
I think
they're being made.
We can probably come up with a more accurate way to order
They're
shots
coming.
than just say
We'll get back to
Do
that.
you guys want to read the Robert Kraft apology?
please read it out loud.
I'll read it out loud.
Please
Okay.
read it.
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
I got it right here. Yeah. So this is the statement from Robert Kraft on March 23rd, a couple weeks after the original thing happened.
Yeah, today is March 23rd.
Quote, indifference to the judicial process. I have remained silent these past several weeks. To correct some of the misinformation surrounding this matter, my attorney made his first public comments on Friday night. I would like to use this opportunity to say something that I've wanted to say for 4 weeks. I am truly sorry. I know that I have hurt and disappointed my family, my close friends, my co-workers, and our fans and many others who rightfully hold me to a higher standard. That sounds very nice, right, boys?
Very sweet.
Throughout my life, wait, it gets better. Throughout my life, I have always tried to do the right thing. The last thing I would ever want to do is disrespect another human being.
Although you let her disrespect you.
Getting a handy is disrespectful. I have extraordinary respect for women. My morals and my soul were shaped by the most wonderful woman, the love of my life, who I was blessed to have as my partner for 50 years. R.I.P. As I move forward, I hope to continue to use this platform to which I have been blessed to help others and try to make a difference. I expect to be judged not by my words, but by my actions, and through those actions, I hope to regain the confidence and respect.
You was getting a lot of action before you had to make that letter.
Dash
cute.
Robert Kraft, owner of the Patriots,
so-
77-year-old man caught getting a hand job.
Let
in
me sum
Juniper,
that up.
Florida.
Let me sum that up. So that is do what I do, do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah, I mean, he started. The way I read that, he started off a little defiant about what happened, and then he basically apologized. Yeah, I did what I did. Please don't judge me by it.
All right, so
I
here's
was
the thing.
married for 50 years.
Can I play devil's advocate on this one?
Oh,
his
please.
wife is long past, right?
Right, yeah, that's what
dead.
he's
So
saying.
his-
I was faithful to the love of my life for 50 years. She was my queen.
Yes.
And sorry.
So we got this guy. He's got everything in the world except for somebody to be with. So he goes to get a little rub and tug in the side body.
No, I got no
They're
problem
going
with
to
it.
come to your house.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Not,
Why did
not get filmed?
So here's where my devil's advocacy falls apart.
Let's hear it.
So why
Why
go
Juniper
out?
floater?
Why do it like that? Of all the ways that you could have done it,
Yeah.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
why like this?
Call
You know
it
why?
in.
You know why? Because he's a dangerous son of a bitch,
Yeah.
and he wanted to do something
Living
dangerous.
life on the edge, man.
He was living life on the edge, and at 77, it finally caught up to him.
It's
you know
that.
what?
It's that third life crisis. He had
I bet
to go do
he's got some
something.
airline miles at that place.
Oh my gosh.
Right. It's better than
And-
jumping out of a plane. That's all I got.
Let's yeah.
Sounds like they'd catch you in the right spot.
And what Hank's saying here is what I think we all think. Let's clarify. None of us are really have any issue with what Robert Kraft did. It's easy. It's
Yeah, I
easy.
don't care.
It's easy to bag on him because he's the owner of the Patriots.
I don't care.
And because the
Not
Patriots
Fireball.
are like the evil empire. But next to
Patriots
the
are the damn. Yo, X.
But
do you have any
we
thoughts
all
on the
love
Robert Kraft?
He's an amazing owner. He's done a lot for the league. But he made a mistake. He owned up to it.
He made a mistake.
And
yeah.
Can
And
we
he
just
got-
get the fuck off of football
Baby,
and get on to the real deal,
yeah,
guys?
I mean,
Yeah, so wait.
I'm
X,
tired of the Patriots. I'm
X is a
tired of all
resident-
of it. I'm sick of it. I'm done. Let's move
Yeah,
on.
I think
move on.
Xavier
Move
wants
on.
to Xavier wants to
Move
make
on.
mention of the apology.
Move on.
Listen.
This is our
Once-
resident Bostonian.
Once you win the Super Bowl,
Our
you're
resident-
Oh, shut up. Never mind. Take the mic back.
Hey,
You're done.
listen,
Take the
no.
mic back.
Oh, shut up.
If you start out by saying
Your
once you
mic's
win
not
the
on,
Super
X.
Bowl, we're talking about
All right.
Robert Kraft getting arrested for
All right.
getting a handy at a massage
New
parlor. You
England
say once you win the
Patriots,
Super Bowl.
New England Patriots will make the playoffs next season. Kansas City Chiefs won't.
That's
And
X,
Tony's gonna
never
grow
mind.
his
Cut him
Wow.
off. Hit the mute button.
Wow.
Fuck this. Motherfucker.
You know, there's
we,
a-
give, we give you the guest mic to talk
It-
about
it doesn't
Kraft,
even
no talk about
breathe.
the
Hang
Patriots.
on, you guys. Have you ever heard this term? I heard it recently, and I think it fits very, very fittingly with Xavier. But it's masshole.
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 All day long.
I think
know what that
masshole is the perfect depiction
That's
of
a
you.
new thing for me. That's a new thing for me.
You're a big Boston Slappy, so I mean,
You're
that's
still
so
an asshole.
I got one more thing.
Okay, we're
masshole.
Oh, Bob's got some things.
Oh yeah, hey
All right.
Bob. You're
all
the
right.
host of this show.
I know. I'm
We've
letting
been-
you guys run with it. I
Yeah,
don't mind
we've
it. It's
been
kind of funny,
taking it
right?
off
I
the
don't
rails
care.
over
It's kind
here,
of great.
boys.
trying to
So,
go
all right.
I don't
so,
even know what we
so
were talking
other
about.
sports,
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
sports,
Let's
right? There's
talk.
not much going on, right? It's that time of year where there's not really much. You got NBA, you got NHL, you got
It's that time
college
of year when
basketball.
the real deal's going on.
Everything's kind of not going on, but the NIT is going on.
Oh, yeah.
The NIT.
Uh-oh.
Hey, the NIT is for who was it? A&M?
It's for the 69th best team in the country.
Yeah, the
Right?
A&M.
Who gives a
Anybody
shit?
outside of that? Yeah. Did anybody pay
Doesn't
any
that just suck?
attention? Did
There
anybody
was
care?
Texas won.
I think it was A&M,
Anyway,
Alabama. There was a couple
Arkansas,
of teams.
Indiana was today. Indiana pulled.
The only person that can shut down Zion Williamson, if he
Okay.
even can.
Is this
the
the guy
only
that said he
reason
wouldn't get posterized?
The only reason that Duke will lose is because Taco shuts down Zion. And
Tallest
I have
man
predicted
in
that.
basketball.
I have predicted it. I have Central Florida going on and going. Losing to LSU actually in the Elite Eight, but. That's the only way Duke's going out of this tournament is if Taco Fall can beat him. Otherwise, Duke's going on to the championship game.
Here's
I
why
hate
that's
to
not
say
going to
it.
happen, by the way. Taco Fall, I was going to say Taco Bell, but I don't want to insult the
Charlton?
guy. I don't want to insult him at all. Taco Fall, he is 7'6". He's tall. And when you watched the game last night, I mean, he's actually
slow.
a presence on the team.
Taco Tall.
Yeah, he's huge. But he's also skinny.
He's slow. He's got big shoulders, but he's
right,
skinny.
he's skinny.
Yeah.
So
You're saying he's a
if you've
beanpole.
ever watched Zion Williams play, which I hope you guys did, because
Williamson.
he was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. We call
He
him
is
whatever
going
wants.
to explode up like he does with every force, and he is going to jam it down on him.
Like Robert Kraft in the back of a car.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
It was in a
He-
massage parlor, but yeah.
So-
Yeah, it was a massage parlor. damn.
all you
Either
kids out there that are playing basketball and trying to watch this tournament, explode up like you mean to dunk it.
Yeah.
And it go through their block.
Yep.
And if you're playing defense,
No soft shit.
block like they're trying to explode through it. There's a little coaching lesson for you kids out there.
But Zion that's a grown ass man.
Oh, he is a man.
That's
Did
that's a filled out man.
Did anybody see that play when he beat the guard to the ball and then lost his balance but got it back and still laid it
my
in?
gosh.
He's the real deal. There's no doubt about
body
it.
style. I mean, he looks like LeBron looks now. You remember
Yeah.
what LeBron looked like coming out of high school?
Yeah.
He looked like a little kid.
Yes.
But I mean, a big little kid. But
Greg
I mean,
Oden looked like he
exactly.
was 39 when he
but
was
like,
a freshman.
oh yeah. Do you remember what was that kid that came out of Ohio State?
Greg
Ohio
Oden.
State.
That's
Greg
right.
Oden.
Looked like he was
That
30
guy,
when he was
29, I
they
guarantee
said
it. They're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
18, my ass.
Kids were making fun of him, saying he looked like Jesus and stuff.
He was
Like, yeah,
freaking 29.
Yeah, that. I
All right.
think he might have been from another country or something. They
Right.
fudged his birth certificate.
What other games stood out to you guys in the first 2 days?
I want to talk about MSU. Man,
I'm thinking Wofford. That's what I'm sad about.
MSU.
Yeah,
go-
hooty hoo, hooty hoo. There you go.
Hey.
Here we go. All right, hold on. We got
Thank you, Heather, our
We're gonna
lovely
take a,
bar
uh,
manager.
a little timeout here.
What are we drinking today?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
here
you.
we go.
Starbuckers, yay!
Starbucker.
Opa, Starbucker. Thank you, Heather.
Hey, I thought they were March
Opa.
Madness. March Madness.
Cheers.
The March Madness, boys.
To March Madness. You know what? To March Madness and R.I.P. Wofford, Warford.
Watermelon.
Watermelon. I'm really, really sad. I definitely had them breaking the bracket up a little bit.
But there's a couple things I was looking at, Tony.
Thank you, X.
And one of them was MSU. Bradley was a 16.
Man, that game was good.
Bradley was a 16 point plus on that. That was crazy. And MSU was losing at the half. I mean, yeah, they came back and actually won it, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's how big of a stretch that was. And so that was crazy. And let's talk about Murray State, boys.
Oh, Murray State.
Because we all
got it.
called
For
that.
real.
We all called Murray State.
Yep.
And what?
We sure did, and they went ahead and did not disappoint.
They got who they got now?
They got Florida State.
Florida State, yeah,
Yes.
and I got them plus 4.5.
Yes.
I'm all
right.
about it.
I'd just like to mention that I did mention Jay Morant last
you did.
week.
You
Triple-double.
Said he was good.
Potential first round for a high
Yes,
first round pick,
triple-double.
A lottery pick for sure.
First time, only 9th time it's occurred in tournament history. The last was by Draymond Green in 2012.
Hey,
Heard of him.
Another Michigan State
A
boy.
couple other dudes that did it, triple-double in the NCAA tournament. Dwayne Wade, you heard of that guy?
No way.
Hey, that
Shaq.
guy's pretty famous. Oh,
Shaq.
the kid out of
The large black fella that was in that movie? Yeah.
Blue Chips?
That movie?
Blue Chips or Shazam?
Yeah. Shazam.
Oh,
Shazam.
okay.
I thought
Referring to-
wasn't there a rumor that Shazam didn't
He
actually
does the
exist?
general commercials now.
Does
by
it
the way.
actually exist, or is it just a commercial?
I think it's a real thing.
I heard it's just a commercial.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Hey, you know what just came out? I'm sorry to
news
change the
is-
subject
Hey,
a
you're
little bit, but you know what just came out is a point spread. The Vegas line on Duke UCF,
Oh, what's that?
What is it?
13 points.
I'm taking Central Florida all
Me too.
day.
By who?
Me too. All day.
I'll
damn.
take that bet.
The line started out at 13.5, and within the first couple hours, it dropped a half a point, like that.
Hey, I just want to point out,
It'll
guys.
probably be down another half point by the time this fucking show's
Tommy B,
done.
if you're watching, I want 100 on UCF. All right, thanks. Bookie lines all
I'm
day.
taking Duke. I'm taking Duke.
What about LSU having a couple close
LSU's
games?
having
Barely
tough-
got by.
They're squeezing
Great
by.
by Maryland today, but they
Barely.
won it. They were up by
LSU
10 late.
yeah.
And you got
Let
LSU.
Maryland
You
back
got
in it.
LSU taking out
I got
UCF.
LSU going to the Final Four.
I don't think so.
I don't know about that.
I don't think so.
But I got
No.
UCF
Not after
taking
these
out
two
Duke,
games.
So there's that.
But what? All right. So LSU. Whatever.
LSU doesn't get by
I'll
Michigan.
tell you one game that I watched that I was really really disappointed in. That Auburn, New Mexico State game.
Man.
Kid gets fouled with 3 seconds left. We got it right here. We got it right here. Kid gets fouled with 3 seconds left. Misses 2 out of 3 on a freaking 3-point foul.
I know.
And then they get the damn ball back, and then they try to. I don't know.
I was hoping.
was-
I mean, I
was
had
so
Auburn.
disappointed in
I
that
had
game.
Auburn because of how good they played against.
Me too. To LSU
to
twice,
LSU,
and
yeah.
Tennessee they
Tennessee, yeah. They the very last game before the
Hmm.
final, and then New Mexico State, man. I was kind of rooting for him as I was watching the game. I was like,
man.
th-
I was
man,
rooting for
they
him 'cause I
deserve
wanted
it.
Kansas to play New Mexico State.
I
Hey,
liked
what,
it.
what do you got for us today, sir? Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, damn.
Glenn, you're a real piece of work, man.
Hey, that's-
thanks,
how,
buddy.
that's how the kitchen staff
Wow.
feels about Chef Tony
And
here.
this
Yes,
brought
indeed.
to you by the Exchange Kitchen staff.
Right?
That fucktards forever. Thanks,
Oh,
guys.
it's fresh. It's
Love it.
fresh.
I love
Fresh
it.
daily.
Hey,
That was Glenn, by the way. He's kitchen manager now, so if that tells you anything about how this place is running, that's what we got going.
so what about Liberty?
baby. Looking good. Looking strong.
Beating Mississippi State. What a
Wow.
game. Did
Yeah,
anybody
that
watch
was my
game?
second
I
loss
watched-
in the
I watched
bracket.
pieces. I didn't see the whole
I
thing.
loved it. I was watching that, and it came down to the wire. It was fun.
One
I
thing
love.
pisses me off, Oklahoma wins. They shouldn't have even been in the tournament. And they end up
Oh,
winning their
come
first
on
game.
now. Come on now.
No, I mean, really. It's an 8-9, but still. I didn't think Oklahoma had that much in them, and they won by 20 or 22.
Hey,
They looked pretty good.
So here's
For
the
the
thing.
record,
all
I
right,
had Oklahoma there.
So
boys.
Oklahoma and Liberty, both of these teams are going to be a past tense conversation come next round, right?
I hope so.
So-
No, I think
no.
Liberty's going to move on.
No.
You do?
Really?
shit?
No.
Yeah.
They're who they play?
They're playing. I was literally
Virginia
just looking
Tech?
at it. Yeah.
No,
No,
Vatek. Vatek.
No.
They'll beat Vatek.
Anything goes
All
with
right.
that.
All right. I got to call Trump here. All right. Can we throw up the winning bracket, by the way?
Oh, sorry.
Can we show a winning bracket besides you guys and your loser brackets?
What?
I mean, I've only lost 3
I
games, Bob. How
I
many
made
have
it
you
through
lost?
Thursday unscathed, but I did lose 2 on Friday.
Okay.
I've only have 2 losses in my bracket.
What?
That's not bad,
Right
Bob.
now?
Yes.
That's good, Bob.
Wow.
not bad.
There are lots of check marks.
That's
There are
good, Bob.
not too many X's.
I think what I saw.
Just saying.
And you had a very good bracket. Good, congratulations on that. But what I wanted to bring up is that I saw today that there's a demographic that only 3 perfect brackets were still going as of like 4 hours ago.
I believe it.
Yeah, that pissed me
Right.
off. Liberty
3.
screwed me yesterday.
So
Liberty
you mean
totally
out of the
screwed me
entire
yesterday.
pool.
On
Out of
ESPN or CNN?
like
CBS?
any like publicly like
Yeah.
logged in brackets, there's
So there's only 3
pub-
people that Warren Buffett could possibly be paying $1 million
Yes,
a year
you-
to.
Exactly.
if you do not file for the $1 million challenge, you're
Yo, I
stupid.
bet
'cause
you
You
Warren
might as
Buffett's
well.
got
You
one
got a
of
chance at $1 million.
3
A year for
boys
life.
and
Yeah.
girls.
No,
So,
it's
all right,
not
all
for
right,
life.
all right,
It's just
so-
that
It is.
thing.
No, Warren Buffett's is.
So tell me
I
why.
thought it was $1 million a year for life.
Yo, hey, Tony.
Buffett.
Tony,
Yeah.
Tony,
Yeah,
Bob.
no,
I think it's just one.
that's
Somebody
a
tell me
thing.
why Michigan is not playing Michigan State in the Final Four. Tell me why.
I can tell you why, because LSU, Purdue, and North Carolina are the other
Dude,
3
Yeah,
teams.
dude,
yeah,
come
I
on,
was-
come on.
well,
Think how much
I-
fun it would be. Think how much fun it would be to see that.
Yeah,
throw.
I mean, it's
would
been
be
a
fun at all.
rivalry forever. Izzo
It'd be-
versus
it'd be
Beeline.
I have
Izzo
Carolina
versus
beating
Beeline
my
all day.
Jayhawks, and that is hard for
I bet
me.
that was tough.
But it's gonna. It's gonna
I
end up happening,
I'll
so.
just so you know, I have Michigan and Michigan State both in the Elite Eight, and I have Duke taking out Michigan State, and I got Michigan taking out Gonzaga. So I
Okay,
mean,
so you got Michigan. Okay, but you've got Duke obviously knocking down Michigan State.
yeah.
And I
you're
got
probably right.
Michigan in the Final Four actually. So
So do I. I have Michigan, and
God, I would love
everybody's
to
gonna
see
call
Duke
me a
lose.
Michigan slappy,
I
but
got, I got Murray.
love
I got
Beeline.
Murray State knocking off the Zags too.
Yeah, I don't. I want them to, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
I'm hurting inside because Michigan's killing Florida
Michigan's
right
getting their
now.
ass
But I
whooped
did
right
take
now.
Michigan in the
They're getting
bracket because
ass whooped,
it's
but-
all about the bracket,
only
right?
9. It's only
they're
9.
I know.
Florida's
But
coming back. The Gators are making a
they
game of it
just
because
got
they
too
came
many
out
bigs.
flat out of the half.
And
Yeah,
Coach
and-
White has no offense.
And
Really
guess
pisses
who
me
nobody's
off.
talking about right now at this particular moment? I know you called them before. You were exactly right. I was wrong on that one. But you know who's getting ass whipped right now for sure is Murray State. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we're down 48-33 right now.
What? That game's played? No, that's.
It says half one
Oh
right
shit!
now.
It is.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
Yeah, man,
way.
let's see.
is.
According
The
to the world.
Seminoles.
Oh, that's going to be
Wow.
another
The
loss on my
Seminoles,
thing. Then. Damn it.
no.
Yep.
Damn it,
Don't do it to me.
Upset City. Well, upset in our mind. That was actually a favorite to win.
Don't
but-
do it to me.
Dang
Seminoles.
it.
Hey,
That
it's
is an awful thing.
Hey, don't worry, boys.
as my mom
They'll come
calls
out of the
them,
half. They'll
semen
come out
holes.
10. They'll come on a 10-0 run. They'll be all right.
Hey, real
Yeah.
quick, boys. Anybody like Houston to go very far?
I do. I had
speaking
Houston
of-
beating Wofford. I had Houston going all the way. What?
I got to play in Kentucky in the Sweet 16. So
I
I
didn't
do
have
have
it going that far.
Houston. Houston
I
looked
didn't
good
have that.
yesterday, by the way. Just saying, Texas, baby. Houston.
So Houston's got Ohio State.
yeah.
That's the next matchup.
Yep.
Okay.
That's a win.
Yeah,
That's a win
I
for
think
Houston.
I'll
that's a
take him
win.
against Ohio State all
Houston's
day.
going to beat Ohio State, but
Yeah,
they're not
I'll
gonna go
take
much
that
further
all
than
day.
that.
Yeah, I've got that in my bracket for those of you
Anybody
that
watch
looked
that?
at
You're
it.
driving a Jeep. There's no reason to drive that fast.
Anybody watch
Come
that
on.
Gardner Webb Virginia game? Gardner Webb was giving him a good chance. Could have been 2 years in a row. Virginia lost as the number 1 seed, but they ended up pulling away
That
late. But
was
that
an interesting game.
It was an interesting game to watch.
Speaking of, we got to give kudos to all the teams that actually proved they deserve
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
there.
yeah.
They deserve to be there. I mean, there were a bunch of them. That's a good one. They
Yeah.
held Virginia. I mean,
For
real
sure,
close
man.
in the first half.
Wofford
Yeah,
putting up a
Wofford-
fight.
Wofford-
now,
Wofford put up a fight,
they're
man.
killing
That
it.
was a solid
And
game.
they
I'm
had
really
a
pissed
chance
that
to
they
win
won.
that game.
They did have a
They
chance to
were
win.
right there.
I mean, honestly, even Baylor, I didn't expect them to beat Syracuse.
Me too.
They came
Syracuse
through.
was one of my losses there. So
That was a
early-
good one. Baylor deserved to be there, in my opinion.
So here, if
Yeah.
you ask me the two most important games, there's lots of most important games, of course, but I mean two of the most important games coming up. We've already touched on them a little bit. We got Virginia and Oklahoma, and then we've got where to go? Houston and Ohio.
X, we need some beer.
Houston, Ohio, and Virginia, Oklahoma. Which of those two games are you most excited to watch, and which of those two games, or who do you think is winning those games?
Oh, I got Virginia and Houston.
Yeah, I'm never taking
yeah?
Oklahoma.
Me too,
ever.
me too.
Never
I-
taking Oklahoma.
Neither am I. I didn't even want them to fucking be there, man.
Yeah.
I wish it wasn't even a
UVA's
state.
moving on for sure.
But what about Oregon taking out
I
Whiskey?
got Oregon moving on.
You
I
took
actually got-
Oregon in that?
I got UCI winning.
Wait,
that game, the first round.
did you
They
call
won.
Oregon?
Yeah,
I
called
know we
Oregon.
argued about
bitch.
this last week.
Dude,
I
they won.
got
They're
Oregon
struggling. You gotta
myself,
pick 'em.
too.
You gotta
Really?
pick 'em.
Yeah, I only have 3 losses. Bob has 2. I have 3.
Yeah, Tony, which
yeah,
makes you
he's
second place.
He's
You're
in
the
second
you're the
place.
very
I'm the
first
first
loser.
loser.
One,
Yeah, how
by the
many
way.
refs hangdowns did you guys
Shirt
blow?
says it
Like,
all.
fuck.
But I also have Kansas State going to the Elite Eight. I have Duke bouncing out this next round tomorrow night. Whenever
Yeah,
they
but
play.
that's-
my bracket's fucked. Don't worry
He
about
shaved
me.
his head, his brain.
Yeah, I
Shaved
think
a
I think
little
you
bit
went
of
I
that.
think you went rogue on the UCF LSU thing. Like
Yeah,
I think
that's a little
Honestly,
bit
dude,
crazy.
I think you're
I like
east as
the
fuck.
UCF call, but I mean, my hate for Duke is like overwhelming my ability to call, sort of like my love for the Spurs.
It blinds me sometimes, and I just make irrational decisions. That's what happened here.
But you had Murray State making it past Gonzaga. Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's
yeah.
probably not going to happen. but
There's
we'll
no
see.
way Murray State beats Gonzaga, dude.
All right, take a look at your bracket. Let's talk about.
They're down 14
All right,
now.
let's go Elite Eight.
Elite Eight,
Who's
boys.
got still Elite Eight, and what do you think your Elite Eight is now after all the debacles that happened and everything like
So
that?
my Elite Eight is still intact.
I have 7 out of 8.
Does
Mine
everybody
is two.
else have
Mine
it?
is two.
Mine is too.
I have
All right,
7
so
out of
I
8.
have-
Believe it or not, my Elite Eight is also still intact
My-
after
All
getting
right,
my
let's
ass
go with it.
whooped.
Let's
All right,
go
let's
with
start.
it.
Let's start with you, Bob. Go. You
All
start
right.
it off.
My Elite Eight, of course, is I got Duke. I got Duke winning the whole thing, but I got Duke against Michigan State. I know
I
you
do
don't want to
too.
hear it. I know you don't want to hear it, but I got it.
I do. I have it too.
Probably right.
Right in the West, I got Zags against Texas Tech.
Oh,
Again, I'm wearing the cowboy hat. Texas, baby. Come down here, visit. We won't build the wall up the north. You guys can come on up.
only Canadians can come watch.
Right. In the South, I got UVA, Tennessee.
right.
It hurts me to put Tennessee because I'm SEC.
You have
and I can't
Tennessee
stay.
going to Elite Eight.
I actually do. I haven't
All right,
beaten.
all right, all right.
I haven't beaten Nova to get there.
I know they had a good run, a little bit.
I actually
stretched
also
back.
have Tennessee going to the
I don't
Elite
like
Eight.
it. I don't like
I've-
it.
And then
I've
in the
got Tennessee
Midwest,
Elite
I
Eight.
got North Carolina, Kentucky. I got Kentucky
Yep.
beating Houston.
North Kakalaka.
I hope I'm wrong, but I got to go with the.
Hey man, Wofford
Bracket,
gave him
right.
a show.
Exactly.
Houston
I gotta-
might come out and beat him. Yeah.
All right, what do you got, Tony?
I had Kansas State against Purdue, but I still had Purdue in my Final Four. Carolina, Kentucky. Carolina winning that game. Murray State, Michigan, with Michigan being my Final Four team out of that bracket. And Central Florida against LSU.
Oh, all right, yeah,
Yep.
yeah. That's the one I think.
I got
you're
a
gonna be-
Carolina
I think,
overall
I think
winner.
your I think your East is gonna fuck you.
Yeah,
I think your East is gonna fuck you.
We'll see.
Yep.
All right, boys. I got Duke and Michigan State out of the East. I got Gonzaga and Michigan out of the West, with Michigan taking it out of there, and Duke taking it out of the East. Virginia and Purdue is my South. I know. I don't know if anyone's riding Purdue, but I'm feeling it.
I love Purdue.
Yeah, good,
Yeah,
good,
I
good.
think Purdue's good. I just got to go with Nova, man. They're
And then
the
I got,
defending
yeah,
champions.
I did the same thing.
And then I got North Kakalaka and Kentucky coming out of the West,
Right on.
Right on. So I got
with North Kakalaka going to the Final Four.
There you go.
So
Same
I
here.
got my Elite Eight is going to look a lot similar to everybody else, but except for the Michigan play, I just love it too much. I just want to see it happen. But
Yeah.
but anyway, I got Duke, Michigan State, Gonzaga, Michigan, Villanova, Tennessee, NC, and Houston. But I do like Houston getting there. Obviously, I don't see them going past NC.
You got Houston playing Carolina in the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Houston beating Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah, I had Houston beating Wofford.
I think that's a good call. Yeah,
I had
right,
Houston beating
right.
Wofford, but
So-
I don't think Kentucky is quite as strong as they look, and quite as strong. I think their rank is high.
They've got some big boys,
So,
but I think you're right, man. That's
Who are
a
you
good
taking
call.
out of Houston, North Kakalaka, to go to the Final Four?
Oh, I'm taking North Carolina for
Okay,
sure. I'm taking
all right.
Kakalaka to go to the Final
Gotta
Four
do
for
that.
sure.
That's a
But I tell you what though, I would love to see
The
Houston
one
go further.
interesting thing that I've heard all day long, and I actually haven't seen anybody else that I know pick it, is all number ones. I've not.
You
heard
know what?
that as the
That's a
Final
good
Four.
point, dude. I haven't seen
No.
anybody pick
No,
all number
because
ones
I just
either.
I don't agree with some of the ones.
It happened in 2008. That's the only time
I don't
believe
like-
it's ever happened.
I don't like
Which number
Virginia.
one should not have been number one?
I don't like Virginia, and I don't
say
like
Virginia?
I don't like Virginia. and I don't like Gonzaga to get there.
I got to
I
go
don't
with
like
the
Gonzaga.
Virginia or Zags not making it. If I had to pick, right? I do think UNC and Duke are probably going to make it.
Does anybody else here
Yeah.
think Virginia wins it all?
I think for having
No.
three ACC teams be number one seeds and Michigan State to get bumped, I think that was the one thing that I
and as
that I
much
did
as
not
I don't
like.
like Michigan State, they should have got a one.
They won their conference. They won their conference tournament. They should have been a number one over a Virginia or a Carolina. Duke, I think, clearly was there. As soon as they knew Zion was back, that was game over for them.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But
Yeah.
I think that I'm with you on the Michigan State thing, and I think Duke obviously they can do their thing. Zion,
Duke,
whatever.
But then throwing Michigan State in the same damn bracket as Duke,
Yeah.
that's a bunch
yeah,
of shit.
that's a little disappointing.
And what their explanation on that was is proximity, right?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have anything to do with proximity.
yeah,
right?
no.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody watching the game is trying to figure out how many airline miles a team stacked up on their way to get
I
to the
just
game.
don't understand
Yeah.
it because
That-
Florida always plays in the West or something stupid. It's like, dude, we're on the East Coast. Why the fuck aren't we
Get
on
a
the
better
East?
seed.
And people are like, oh well, if you're the best, you should beat the best. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's
Right.
true. But get me to the fucking Final Four. Like,
Right.
don't,
The idea is to put the best in the later parts of the damn series. You get the guys that aren't quite the best to fight their way there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think
Otherwise,
as much as
why
I
would
hate-
you have
as
a
much as I
1
hate
place
the
16?
Spartans? You all got boned on that bracket, but
bit,
on that being in.
I think
that
TCU
region.
got a little bit boned too. Just
But
a
if you're
little bit.
men, you'll come out and win it.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're a man.
Yeah, you'll put the
Manly
you'll put your,
man,
you'll put your
man,
hang
manly
down on
man,
Zion's
man,
fucking
man.
head, and then you'll just go
Hey,
right.
hey,
Yeah.
hey,
And-
don't
hey,
even start.
what's-
Don't even start. Don't
hey,
even start. By
hang
the
on.
way,
All right, go ahead.
he and Barrett scored 51 points.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Half of what Duke scored.
yeah, that's crazy.
More than half,
Yeah.
technically. But I
No,
mean,
no, and he's gonna be a lottery pick too. They got 3 lottery picks on that team, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna get his.
Will Taco Fall be playing in the NBA? That's what I want to know.
I think the answer is probably yes.
Yeah, I'm sure he will.
Oh,
Fuck else is he gonna do with his life? A bull
I
rider?
doubt, I doubt he's going to go into
What do they
computer
say?
repair.
He's
Yeah.
gonna be
you
a
know.
starter,
Definitely
but you
a bull
gotta put
rider.
him in off the
You know-
bench. You get some 7-foot wing guy, right? It's like the used car deal.
Yeah, you know what they said about
gotta put that guy in there.
You know what they said about Darko Milicic when the Pistons drafted him is that you
What a
can't teach.
dumb fucking choice
Yeah,
we made.
yeah, you can't teach height was what they said. Can't teach height.
Can't teach height. Ain't that
Look
true?
at Yao Ming.
Hey, man,
Dwayne
Sean Bradley
Shintz
had a
is-
great career.
Dwayne Shintz was a
he
7'4" guy from Florida, and they
What's the
drafted
movie?
his ass, and he
Bugs
sucked.
Bunny.
But
Oh, Space Jam?
Space Jam.
He was
Yeah.
Sean Bradley was in Space Jam.
Yeah. But hey, I
Fucking
want
right. Dude, they're making another Space Jam.
Yeah,
LeBron.
it's Space Jam 2, but it's not going to come out until like 2022.
Oh, I didn't
or
mean
Yeah.
That's
Okay. So
like
2002
that, sorry.
coincidentally is 22 coincidentally is also the same year that Taco Fall's winning a championship with the San Antonio Spurs. They win it again in 23,
dang.
and then he retires.
You heard it here first, boys and girls.
He retires after 2023. You know why?
hope
Because
they
man, there's no way a big man like that can move like that for that long.
Interesting.
Look,
I
look
like
at Yao
that.
Ming. Look at
yeah,
everybody.
yeah, I agree with it.
And can we all just talk 1 second real quick about the San Antonio Spurs? You know, the
No.
only reason that they got Tim Duncan from Wake Forest is because David Robinson was hurt that
Oh,
entire
yeah, he was
year.
busted. They needed
Everybody
somebody else.
forgets. Like, they locked
And
out
then you
so
end up with the Twin
fucking
Towers.
much. And
And
then you end
then
up,
you get
and
it.
then you end up
Yep.
with one of the best college basketball players of all time,
You're
playing
exactly
with one
right.
of the best centers of all time.
Yep.
Right. Exactly.
Because you didn't tank the season, but you didn't really try to play that whole season.
Did
I know.
Xavier just bone us on our beers? He just said no. I'm
Yep.
not
Yeah,
getting
I
you
know.
any.
You know
Thanks
what?
a lot, X. Appreciate that,
Beer, sports,
pal.
and shenanigans.
Probably outside
I
smoking.
really
we still
appreciate
have the
that
sports
beer
and
not having
shenanigans.
corn
Shenanigans
syrup in it, though,
have
I gotta
taken
say
over.
that.
Hey, one
So
real
what's
quick,
next? What are we
guys.
talking
Hang
about?
on. Real quick before we go on, I want to ask if any of you guys saw. Did anybody get to see the debacle? Or no, it wasn't a debacle. It was coaching. It was legit coaching. Tom Izzo yelling at his fucking player, and everybody getting all up in arms about it because he yelled at him on the court.
No, I missed that.
Oh no,
No, he did.
it's
He
a
got
big-
in his face a
It's
little
a
bit.
big deal. He
It's-
got in his face. He told him, "Hey, you missed your assignment." You blah blah blah, and he's screaming at him, and it
It's
went on
called
for 30
coaching.
seconds.
Yeah.
And now everybody, all the snowflake. I hate saying
called
that word.
coaching.
but All
He
the
hurt
people
my
are pretty
feelings.
upset about it
He hurt
because
my
that's
feelings.
not. Yeah, that's
I'm
not
a
coaching.
millennial. I'm a pussy. Fuck
They are
yourself,
fucking
kid.
snowflakes.
Play.
They are fucking snowflakes. And you know why?
Seriously.
At least we're not throwing fucking chairs anymore.
It's
you know
coaching.
what?
Wait,
It's
it's
coaching and it's
coaching.
Anybody ever
sports.
remember
I
watching
got
Bobby
one
Knight?
better. I got one
Come
better
on
now.
And
now.
you know
Exactly.
what? That's what takes sometimes. Some people work differently, and some people need to get yelled at for them to rise up to the occasion.
You're damn right. Mark Mangino got fired for the same damn thing.
And it's bullshit.
Ryan, or Leach at Texas Tech
Yes,
got
you're not
fired
allowed
for
to
the
lock
same
him in a
damn
closet,
thing.
goddammit.
Bunch of pussies.
It's
I'm
a matter.
tired
It's a
of it.
matter of
Lock 'em in a
passion.
closet.
In a passionate game, you have to communicate with people, and if you communicate with somebody else who's feeling passionate, how do you break through all that passion and correct somebody
can't turn it
without
down
passion?
on it.
You,
Yeah.
you don't say, "Hey, right after you get done running around for 30 minutes
You can't say,
and pushing
son,
and
son
shoving around."
I'm sorry, son. Can you please?
Yeah, I'm disappointed in you,
Yeah,
son.
come on.
I'm disappointed. You
Seriously.
have
Face the
brought
corner.
disappointment.
You're in timeout.
You're in
You're in
timeout,
timeout.
right?
It was a
This-
joke. It was. I mean,
anyway.
Tom Izzo is a passionate guy, as most
Tom
coaches
Izzo's one of
are.
the best coaches
Yeah,
of all
and-
time. I'm
and
sorry. I don't
and-
even care for
I
Michigan
don't
State,
like
but he's
him,
awesome.
but yes, he's
Yeah,
a good
is
coach.
someone
You
going to
gotta
say the
respect
same
it.
thing to Nick Saban if he's grabbing a face mask, or Bill Belichick because he's an adult and he's grabbing an adult's face mask and getting
Or
in the
Robert
face?
Kraft because he's getting his dick grabbed by some gal at some massage parlor.
No, but
Hey
this
now.
is just something that it's ridiculous. It's coaching. That's I mean,
It is, it's
and that's
coaching.
how he coaches, and that's how he gets his.
It's a bunch of crap.
He knows his players. He spent all year with these players, and he spent more time with some of these players than anybody's ever have. You don't think he knows how to get his players to get up and play the game?
No kidding.
Yeah,
How is
exactly.
this
That's-
even a
that's
thing?
not
This
that
is
bad.
I don't know why it's an
He-
issue. I
he's-
can't believe it's
look,
an
look,
issue.
yo, who was the other player that came up and calmed him down? Who was that? I didn't see who that is. He comes up and
Yeah,
I mean,
no, and-
Number
Hey,
five.
hey, coach,
I mean, so
what's that?
okay, so here's a little bit because I can tell that all four of us are on the same page on this one. So let me play advocate for just a second. After just then watching the replay, it is clear for maybe no more than maybe 1.5 seconds, but he was hyped up critiquing, and then he definitely lost his temper for just a split second.
Yeah.
So let
What
me
the fuck are you doing?
exactly, but let me ask you this. Is it a matter of passionately and hyped up? Controlled criticism versus a slight moment of obviously a little bit out of control because his temper was getting there.
Yeah, and who's to question him? Is anybody gonna? It's fucking Tom Izzo.
No,
Who you gonna-
that's
I mean,
coaching, man.
that's what I'm
coaching,
saying.
though.
So here's the thing.
if he
We
knows what
practice
he's
this every
doing,
day. You
and
did
if he
not
knows
do it.
how
That's what I'm
Practice.
saying.
What the
player to
hell are you
respond.
doing, kid?
Yeah.
You mean they're
you
18,
can't
19-year-old
nicely
kids?
ask
Like,
some
what the
people.
fuck are you
No,
doing?
you can't.
You can't
Sometimes
nicely ask
you
some
have to
people
tell
to
Glenn to go
listen to
fuck
you.
himself, get back in the kitchen, and work.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, that's just.
Bake
I mean,
that pie.
hey,
Jet
everybody's
Tomato Head's
different.
gonna come out.
Everybody's different.
Sorry, that was a side note.
And
yeah.
I'll tell you, Tom Izzo's been in the game for a long time, and it's not because his name's Tom Izzo. It's because he's a good fucking coach, and he knows what he's doing.
Exactly. Leave it alone. Who
Damn
cares?
right.
It's not Bobby Knight throwing a chair at somebody. God
Right.
damn it. What the hell?
And you know what? Some people that need to communicate by getting hit in the face with a chair.
And sometimes that works.
right. And
Sometimes.
sometimes that's what
I know he
And
never
and
hit
I
anybody
wanna-
in the face with a
and
chair.
I want to make sure everyone is very clear on this. I fucking hate Michigan State, but I have respect for Tom Izzo,
Yes,
and I believe in
exactly.
what he
I
did.
think we're all in agreement
Well,
with that.
All right, boys. Who do we like in the last remaining games of today? We got Gonzaga and Baylor, minus
Zags.
14.5
Gonzaga,
on the
obviously.
Zags.
Zags.
We got Michigan State, Minnesota.
MSU.
Michigan
we
State.
just
I'm
talked
taking
about
Michigan
them.
State.
Michigan
Yeah.
State.
We got Villanova, Purdue.
Villanova.
I got Nova.
I'm taking Purdue, obviously, boys.
I mean,
Villanova,
Purdue's good.
baby.
So that's one of those where at that flip a quarter. But I personally think Nova is going to do it.
And then we
think
have the game of the day, Auburn, Kansas.
yeah.
I mean, I'm going to pull.
By the way,
Kansas.
Sorry,
this
Rock Chalk.
This is my favorite shirt ever.
Sorry, Rock
And
Chalk.
I just want everybody in Missouri to know exactly how I feel about you. I'm going to show you real quick.
Don't moon him on live camera.
my
okay.
God.
I thought there was going to
Missouri,
be a moon.
the
back.
Missouri is the
place
worst
ever.
place ever. Fuck you, Missouri. I hope you all die.
Hey, I love everybody from Missouri, except for the people in Springfield. Go fuck yourselves.
All of them. All of them. Everybody. Fuck Missouri.
All right, hey, let's try to get back on track.
yeah, yeah.
All right, I got
what-
one more
All
important
right,
thing to
Bob,
talk
bring
about.
us
we were
home.
on
Bring
track.
us home, Bob.
I got
it was all
one
about
more
fuck
important
Missouri.
thing to talk about before we get off the air. So we're watching all these games, right? And CBS and all the affiliates that are watching them. I just got to say, I'm really disappointed in these smaller schools. Their cheerleaders are not that attractive. Did anybody else
Hire
notice
some
that?
talent.
Did anybody else
Oh.
notice that?
Find some talent,
I'm
guys.
like,
Come
not-
on.
you know, the few times you get to see them, of course, the networks put their little advertiser things over them all, so you only get to see the ones on the outside.
Who'd have thought it would be
so
Bob that
that's
gets
kinda
us kicked off the
disappointing.
air?
Indiana
But,
Jones is not impressed.
Yeah,
Hey, man. Hey,
exactly.
did you see Liberty has a larger
Liberty,
attendance
Liberty,
than Ohio
Liberty.
State? They have like 54,000 students enrolled, and Ohio State has like 40-some thousand. You would think Liberty has some hot cheerleaders, at least a pool
No.
to get. No, they
It's-
got nothing.
It's pathetic. Here's what I
It
noticed.
was a bad look.
All right, here's what I noticed.
And I'm not.
It was a
Iona,
funny
and I'm
angle.
not,
And I'm
and
not
I'm not
picking on
superficial
Iona.
guy.
Iona.
I do
I'm
not
not
want to
picking
pick
on
on
All lovely
Iona because
ladies.
they made the tournament. Good for them. But
They're all lovely ladies,
they
I'm
did
sure.
show the ladies, and believe it or not, their outfit was a flannel shirt wrapped around their waist. I
Well,
was
so is
really
Twin Peaks, you
disappointed
know.
in that.
Yeah,
I was
it's
really
just.
disappointed in that.
Are we
Wow.
1990s clueless?
Right, seriously, skin to win.
we're
But,
losing it awfully
all
quick.
right, and Liberty, who won, by the way.
Yeah.
So we love Liberty.
We
but
are
their
officially
cheerleaders,
off the reservation.
There was one that might have been a 7. The rest were all
This
way
is,
less
this is
than
Bob's,
that.
Bob's first and
Might have
last
been a 7.
hosting.
Just saying, come on, you guys made the tournament. Go to the strip clubs.
You have
Oh my God.
54,000 students to choose from. Get
and
some
bring 'em
hotties.
in.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
hey,
sorry.
just
Indiana
give your
Robert will
school
not
some
host again.
Advertising. It's your chance to shine. Get some recruitment in there. Get some hot girls. Put them in. Some
Ladies and
skimpy
gentlemen, thank you so
outfits.
very
I'm
much
with
for
you, Bob.
tuning into
I am
BS&S.
with you
I love
all
you all.
day.
We are
We're
here to
out.
save.
Hey, and
out.
people, and I want to say this real quick to people that live in Corpus Christi. Come down here and hang out with us.
Watch us, guys.
Come
Come on
on,
in.
watch
We'll
us.
get
Have
you.
fun. We
We'll
love
get
it.
you on the show. If you love sports and bullshit,
Yeah.
come fucking talk with us because that's what we do. We
Absolutely.
talk bullshit and sports.
And get
So
some
come
good-looking
join
cheerleaders.
us.
And
Seriously.
shenanigans. We all like to contribute to some shenanigans. Bob likes to
Shenanigans.
also, especially. And I tell you what,
Clearly
man,
with the props.
the hat looks great. We need to get you a beer for that koozie right
Go
there.
blue.
Oh, and, my
and go
Costa
Murray
glasses,
State, please.
Costa glasses.
And some little
What does that
strange
have to do with
wooden man.
Hey, can someone
Gotta do
someone
some
tell me
product
what this
placement.
guy is? What's this?
Right.
What's
This
what's
is
your
our
mascot?
This is actually my incense burner. You don't need to know why I have it.
Yeah, yeah.
But it helps keep
That's
the
what he.
smell
That's what he
out
burns
of
his
the house.
patchouli in.
This right here would be when our executive producer would
us
jump,
to stop
jump into
talking?
into our earpieces and just say, "Guys, wrap it the
It
fuck
wrap
up."
it up.
Wrap that gavel up, B. I love you all.
All right,
Peace
anyway, love you guys. Corpus Christi, keep it beautiful.
Yeah, fucking A. Hey, what is
Hey,
it? Hey,
please
Bob,
come
what is
see
it?
us.
Episode 9, right?
Episode 9.
Episode
I
9. So
believe.
next one's episode 10.
In the book.
All right, we'll know that one. I got 10
And we
fingers.
will be doing some live shows somewhere else sooner or later.
The next show is gonna be live from a strip club. Now, I'm just kidding.
yeah. Hey, can we get the Palace to sponsor us? Or Cheetahs? I don't discriminate.
Anybody's fine.
Bottoms
Anybody.
up. Bottoms up.
Oh no! I do discriminate. I do
I think
discriminate.
bottoms
Okay,
up's
so
closed.
all right. So we're not doing bottoms up. All right. The Palace, holler at us. Love you. Bye.
I think Jay cut us off.
Somebody put me out of my misery.
All right, turn us off.
Bob, we got to pee.
I know. I got to take a leak. I got to drain the lizard.
Get me out of here.